Canelo is a who vacated his WBC middleweight title. A little ginger pussy.
And that motherfucker right there, he gonna get it tomorrow. Watch that shit.
I want to be on him so close, it's gonna feel like we're...
Canelo Alvarez is the greatest boxer of the modern generation. He has defeated 23 world champions throughout his career, the same amount of world champions that the legendary Floyd Mayweather has also beaten. However, throughout this legendary tenure, many of his opponents still dared to push his buttons, thinking it shit would make their fights easier. But what these rats also didn't realize is that they were signing their own death warrants.
They showing a good chin, a slip there from...
It's here at AT&T Stadium. He breaks down opponents and makes them weary of the fight.
Uppercut continues to land. There's a...
Get ready to witness how Canelo punched every single one of these fighters who decided to attempt victory the dishonorable way. This is fighting, is art, let's go. May 4th, 2019, Canelo Alvarez, already the biggest star in boxing, was welcomed to the Madison Square Garden in a showdown to unify his IBF, WBA, WBC middleweight belts. That night, the superstar faced a formidable test in the ring against the uncrackable Daniel Jacobs, a warrior from Brooklyn with an honest nickname, the Miracle Man.
It's everything. Everything that I do is for my family. Everything that I do is for Brooklyn and for the culture. We about to put on for the city. Bet that. I ain't never backed down from a challenge in my life. I'm from Brownsville. I never win and I never will.
Jacobs was a true menace in gloves and had a penchant for coming back to dominate fights he was losing. Boasting the IBF belt, Jacobs did everything he could to draw attention to himself and unsettle Canelo Alvarez. Jacobs' interviews were filled with jabs, often insulting Canelo's physique and confidently promising to silence the crowd with his performance.
Let's do this Saturday night, period. All this way in, bumping me with that big head, it's time to put on. I'm gonna talk with my fist tomorrow.
For Jacobs, the contest was his biggest opportunity, while Canelo remained unshaken, despite putting all his middleweight belts at stake.
I see fear, and that was fear right there, what he did.
The strategy. Good to his game and brave, but totally. He's tried the body early, so too Jacobs.
Canelo just seems to be...
In him out at the moment, Jacobs comes back. This is away in his weight advantage in there tonight. But
from the first round, the moment was electric.
yeah, Jacobs.
overloaded. Push back, and he's on his back foot constantly. He's really getting anything going himself. Puts that guard nice and tight.
Good work there from... Felt it slightly.
Well on his back foot. He's looking for...
Got the big fight.
That is
Golovkin and Danny Jacobs get that jab through as well.
Both men traded shots at close range, prompting roars from the crowd.
When you get into your 30s, you slow down physically. Constantly got Jacobs on his back.
Mexico.
He's been at middleweight longer. He's just so solid. He's known for left up to the body, but he's going to left up.
Canelo.
Look how solid he looks.
Funnel and confuse Alvarez. Alvarez, the right hand, partially through, and Jacobs
Can't afford to make Jacobs, you can just...
And it's the electric...
Jacobs managed to force Canelo on the back foot.
For the New York, and it's Jacobs just slightly...
Good, he's up the torso movement. He's becoming much more...
Jacobs, he's trying desperately hard to get something. Cotto, Amir Khan, of course, Golovkin a couple of...
I don't know if he's run out of ideas or he just...
These rounds, Jacobs still very much in the ring and moves.
He is struggling. I don't think there's anything really clean though. There's no...
Speedy shots, that was excellent. Yeah. Alvarez with his back to the ropes.
If he doesn't meet him as he comes to throw combos for the counter, such a tough task to show his physical strength and the punching power.
Particularly, has been mightily impressive. Here comes Jacobs though, trying to rip
of each other. The normal process down after round 6, 7, but to the rope. Nothing real clean landing, but...
Yeah, the defence from Al beating them. Alvarez, he's always had a fight. Jacobs for a couple of good bodies. Back Alvarez.
It's all coming from Canelo.
The fire that we hope for is now with a cop. Those 3 victories over Luis Arias. Machi Select.
When he throws it.
Win the day here on the bat. Attempting to must have travelled over just to be here. It's a classic encounter.
It's just so good.
Trying to find the pressure. Good.
Getting a bit sloppy there as he's standing there in ponderous. That's a problem for him.
Knee, left hook to the body. It's Jared Fletcher in New York. Any evidence?
Now by Canelo as he lands in this arena, and there's a lot of fans going to be in front of him. Oh,
let his fist fly now.
This is good from Jacobs and Canelo. Back the head movement. Just
uppercut working nicely. Back Jacobs' gun movement is not as fluid as Alvarez. One man well in the middle of the ring and engage. What we want to see.
Because at the minute, just looks to be dominating.
Excellent though. And back he comes.
And now back and forth between both men. Jacobs for the first time able to push Canelo back.
Successfully eating at Jacobs' biggest shots, Canelo stepped up his work rate.
Jacobs getting his jab going.
I'll be confident because his corner men have given him a real chill. He knows he's had some
behind the jab.
But Canelo,
he looked terrific from him at the beginning of the fight. Jacobs,
they really are that good and that even.
It's a good point. Looks at his corner. You know they're both going to embrace. They're both going to celebrate. And they both.
He's not throwing it out as much. He's not throwing it sharp. Jacobs now to get some shots off himself.
Here. Good defense.
They're feeling the pace. You can see that Jacobs is feeling the pace.
I think Jacobs is...
Alvarez showing a good chin. A slip there from... The left hook was closed.
He's going to build on the bit of success he's had in that round. He needs to press it home, but if this carries on,
and a lovely combination.
He's able to sit in range now in front of Canelo without... There's not much in this round. It's there for the taking. I've got a feeling.
And has that added quality with a beauty to take a little gap. A little shot from Jacobs.
It was good, but it only came a bit too late because Canelo...
Two-time shots. He looks powerful. Back comes Alvarez.
His fight. For 2 minutes. And now he's having a look. He's closing that distance. He needs some tight decisions and arguable decisions between all three of them.
Be put on the line here. Was there for the first. Good defense from Jacobs. The Mexican fan.
Up this gap, this fight's getting as close you do.
Jacobs still pressing forward. Some block there. A really terrific effort in that eye-catching left. Now back to orthodox, backing up Alvarez.
At the end of 12 rounds, all three judges scored the bout for Alvarez, giving him a unanimous decision victory.
Champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
You respect his father, greatest Mexican champion of all time.
Así es.
Yeah, great Julio Cesar Chavez. Do you respect him?
Pues en el deporte no puedo respetarlo. ¿Por qué? Porque para mí en lo personal no ha hecho nada. Ha dejado en vergüenza a su país con lo que ha hecho con su carrera, que la ha llevado mal como quiera.
The year is 2017. Cinco de Mayo is rapidly approaching, and what better way to celebrate than to have a face-off with the son of the most iconic Mexican boxer of all time, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Chavez, although not as proven at this point as his father had boasted a similarly proven record of 50-2. Finally, on May 6th in the T-Mobile Arena, will Chavez continue the family legend against the hot and prime Canelo? Or is Canelo the son that JC deserved but never had?
64.5 pounds, and it's all sponsored by Does Every Day, Adriana's Insurance, the high de Culiacán, Sinaloa, Mexico.
Kenny Bayless with the instructions, down in weight. The buzz was he's gonna make 164.5 junior. We're finding out
of Alvarez be a full-fledged middleweight. You look at the giant bone structure of Chavez.
Alvarez was not trying to eviscerate him in front of his dad. Rather, Canelo wanted to cook the spoiled brat gently.
Middleweight.
Canelo Alvarez. Canelo sparring partners. That fight at
with Chavez Jr. weighs right now.
He does look big, the way he rehydrated.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he overdid it. Canelo, he doesn't look intimidated. No.
At the start of round 2, he unloaded the bombs.
Other trainer, he looks good body-wise here. Not too ready for Chavez Jr. said he needed in his career here at the age of Canelo out.
Chavez Jr. fought back in, from to his family and fans.
Wait, and then put a whole lot on. That often makes...
on him. Missed in September. 1-2.
Junior wants to get
Chavez Jr. Canelo with the up, well off of it.
Yeah, he does. He runs, but that's a danger.
But it was like a sparring session for Canelo.
Stiff jab. Body shot from Canelo. Dip into it. Body. Hook. Alvarez. Two family. Single punch. I'm a senior sitting right in front of us. And you see him, does he standing in front of us? It's so loud, huh?
I think he wants to see his son come forward. Put a little pressure. See if Alvarez can fight. If you're going to move, it needs to be lateral movement. You need to circle on his heels.
This fight, supposedly, going to say who's the best fighter.
However, there's an opportunity tonight to take that position.
And there's Welling from the...
Looking a little squinty. I think
now some blood from the nose.
Canelo showed Chavez levels in speed and accuracy.
That man working with Junior for the first time that he's used to working on the big shot.
Not to Chavez his body. And I think that those jabs.
Right hands from Chavez Jr. That was a good and that was a good one.
If there is one thing Chavez inherited from his father, it was his chin and grit in the ring.
At a moment, Alvarez. That was a right.
Yes, it was.
Wet fly.
Right hand, Canelo. Chavez, Canelo. Backing up again. Look at him. Canelo up with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Very sharp and accurate.
1-2. Up and at it. I will. Final seconds of the...
Halfway through, it became clear that Canelo was drawing it out to punish Chavez even more.
He was trying to give instructions to him away. Like, right hand to that. Oh, that woke him up. Boy, does Chavez's instruction, they must have their corner. Body shit there, Canelo. 1-2. Up 64.
It felt like Canelo could have put Junior down at any moment, but he was just having too much fun toying with him. That night, Alvarez was not aiming to tarnish JCC, so he put on a boxing clinic to show his talents.
6 rounds. Myself, he had a diet this week of 1,000 calories. More body work. Time, but he's loading up on those body shots. Good right from top.
Those right hands are few and far between.
Upstairs go. Canelo on the ropes, there's no round.
It's his habit to go to the rope and fight off the ropes well. Has been bred to tee off anytime his opponent's back.
Canelo be trying to play possum here with his back. Game going on right now. One is only lost to Floyd Mayweather.
Weight of 152 pounds.
Coming out strong in the center combination. Alvarez reps. Another. Canelo on the rope.
Canelo was pulling his punches and going no more than 70%.
The corner told him you need a fight. They're telling him pick it up. He's not. Junior is good. You're waiting for the last couple hundred meters to get there. That's what Junior looks like right now.
Yes, he does.
Like he's sucking in.
Watch the pace or tempo of this fight. Some pressure, or at the very least.
The real you take advantage of it. It's Canelo Alvarez. Go out there and attack Chavez Jr. I don't like it.
Striking offense.
Okay. Ending at will. With the knockout, we saw that against James.
Middleweight, but we have to understand that these guys are technically super middleweight. Here is a natural super middleweight. Very brief moments whenever Alvarez elects to go to the ropes, and I say that because
their dude is being schooled.
Yeah, it's
because we're seeing right now.
Yeah, back in Southern Missouri, him. He's just picking him apart.
Nothing. Left eye closing, mouth wide open from Junior. Even the patches on the back of the Junior.
What Chavez is pointing out, I think they should have said, hey, we're going to push him back on his feet. And it's over. People inside actually know it.
And the people are booing.
And you're going to lose?
At home are watching, they're still standing on their feet. Doug Fisher, we're inside the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Completely take apart the much bigger fighter. Body shot from Canelo. 111. are a fan of his. For some reason, the last few years, in the different weight classes, they don't class.
Or maybe the fact, for quite some time, he's fighting here and he fights, and some folks like, oh, you're too high and mighty.
Well, that's
you're the rich American.
It's, you said the truth, the way he feels about things. The Mexican newspapers is because I wasn't going to wait any longer to read up and tell you, I'm going to fight him, but I'm not fighting him.
This weight, suppress out the process, as long as he went down swinging. I think Mexican fans and most hardcore credit some corners, but
he hasn't hit anything tonight.
You get pelted with stuff, never mind booze. An athlete, a better player. He looks very strong, he looks so solid, 5 pounds.
Throw the shirt out, he has his hand raised up.
In an unexpectedly brutal fashion, with Chavez being beaten half to death and ready for a paycheck, Canelo celebrates with all of Mexico and proclaims himself the rightful heir to his country's boxing throne.
Chavez Jr., who walks back to his corner slowly.
Fans came to see a Mexican showdown, a Mexican war. What they got was a... Julio Cesar Chavez being a good sport about it. And Alvarez approaches Chavez. Gives him a little hug. Says,
After the fight, Chavez Jr. descended into obscurity. May 2016, at the T-Mobile Arena, Canelo, after that crushing of James Kirkland.
And landed the big shot lower.
Right hand, down goes Kirkland. Minute still, and coming back.
And tell him to cut, there he is.
Uppercut, right uppercut, continues to land. There's a perfect straight right hand.
And grabbing the ring and WBC middleweight titles, faced Amir Khan, a boxer reputed to have the fastest hands in the world.
Yeah, I find it a little disrespectful where people might be saying that, Amir is going to get hurt in this fight, he's going to get knocked out in this fight. I know I'm fighting a tough guy.
Well, Canelo took it as a challenge. From the onset, Khan attempted his quick flurries.
Hard right hand. Bigger guy know that they're in there with a real fighter.
But Canelo remained calm and collected.
Canelo is a measured, patient, digs it in.
When did he get caught?
Crowd oohs and ahs as it... So far, I think Khan's trainer Virgil out of the corner with hand speed.
Hey, for misses like that.
Yeah.
Throws more than 2 punches and it's a counter.
He should only pot shot Canelo.
He seems to have quicker hands than feet.
Khan displayed incredible hand speed, while Canelo had his timing on point, stunning Khan with big shots.
Alvarez, I would tell him focus on the body.
Kind of seek and destroy, left hook to the body, around, say.
Virgil yells, point, point.
Could be talking about the pivot to the left, point to the right, keep him out of position. Don't allow him to set up the right counterpunch for Alvarez.
That was a devastating right. He remains in position.
He's feeling those punches to the body.
Can't about to use his jab against 3 or 4 punches to land that third.
Out in the rural,
he won't beat.
Back. Hard body chops and less physical space between himself and Khan. The jab upstairs, landing with frequency.
Not just that the body shots have cumulative effect that I think we're starting.
But proving to be the faster boxer, out of nowhere, Canelo released a picture-perfect, monstrous right hand that folded Khan like a lawn chair.
As well as taking away his energy and every...
There, through that jab, not ready. He gave him a feint. Khan was not ready for the feint, and the overhand right caught him because he had held him with the feints earlier.
Swinging fully from his hips, Canelo landed so heavily that Khan was spun and knocked out with just 1 punch, and all he needed at this point was his mattress. Now with Canelo up next for that big fight against Floyd Mayweather, Canelo had to first face another undefeated young champion in Austin Trout, his first true test in a super welterweight unification contest in front of almost 40,000 people at the Alamodome, San Antonio, Texas. Being the second and third best at 154 pounds, it would determine the lineal champion in the division.
The first round, Canelo got his distance. He felt like he was almost there.
Flashes the jab, doubles the punch well. Yeah, but now affiliated with his opponents in the past, especially the smaller.
He was starting to see...
Trout was faster and had impeccable footwork.
1-2 that catches Canelo. Canelo lunging in. Swills and again pivots away from the ropes, looking to establish control of the ring as he...
But Canelo had a different game plan in mind.
Down the fleet-footed Trout.
A lot of times they're straight shot, they're cross, and Trout's left on it.
loses to 94. And you know, to his cheek, high guard on the right side, and there he blocks that. Straight left. And the straight right to the sternum of the rounds. Oh, a nice jab from Canelo. That's
Trout started this fight trying to be the ball effectively as it was earlier.
Canelo using some head and trying to avoid Trout's jab, and comes back with a...
Trout tried overwhelming Canelo with wild combinations, but Canelo was still stealing the highlights with his well-timed counters.
Lead left hook connects by Canelo. Uppercut, counter, right by Trout out here at the Alamo Dome. Trout ducks underneath, keeping his hands very low.
You know, Al, you made a point with those body shots Trout throwing.
Canelo,
and the head movement stopped.
The left
straight shots Trout throwing.
We've reached the midpoint as a nice right uppercut by Canelo.
In round 7, a picture-perfect right hand made Trout do the stanky leg and taste the canvas for the first time in his career.
When you have a conventional fighter, and there is Canelo dropping Trout with a
career. A jab that set the stage for the right hand. Was Austin Trout hurt? Yeah, you bet. And that was...
Trout fought on his shield, doing his best to avoid the shadow realm that night.
The attack! Trout trying to circle that overhand right. A counter left from Trout. When you have a looking for the...
Like it's the middle of the round. Trout came out to a lazy...
Another right hand quick shot. He is finding a home for that overhand right. And with every shot gaining confidence into the guard with the...
Canelo, since he's been hurt.
Canelo wants to circle away from the right. There's Trout with it.
Because we know...
We are in Texas. You never know how the judges here will see things. Just ask Paulie Malignaggi. Well, Trout now has Canelo on the ropes.
Yes, good point.
Canelo won the fight by unanimous, though close decision.
Canelo Alvarez.
After the fight, everybody and their mom started calling for a fight between him and Mayweather just from this fight. To many fans and analysts, Leonardo Tyner earned the title of a maniac in the ring. It was this unpredictable and ferocious fighter who decided to take on a rising star in boxing. Before the fight, Tyner did everything he could to draw attention to himself and unsettle Canelo Alvarez. Tyner's interviews were filled with jabs, often referring to the young Canelo as a kid and confidently promising to silence the crowd with his performance. Rumors stirred even more excitement when reports emerged that the undefeated champion, Floyd Mayweather Jr., had taken notice of Tyner and even supported him going into the fight. From the start, Tyner believed in his ability to pull off an upset. Confident he could hand Canelo his first loss, the brash American charged forward. But Canelo was ready. Swinging hard and missing slightly, he wanted to eviscerate Tyner. But the psychopath wanted a brawl.
La mano derecha martillada, el puño abierto. Amables amigos, va a terminar este que es el primer episodio.
The pain server acted unfazed.
Quiero que siempre será la punta de la mano. Le abrió la boca, esto se va a calentar. Esto es un manicomio, Amables.
Con buen movimiento el norteamericano. Y ahí se estrella con una derecha después de que falló. Y ahora el que no acierta en su gancho izquierdo, López, el gran prospecto.
Porque es peligroso este peleador de...
La gente grita Canelo, Canelo para apoyar al prospecto mexicano.
Never knocked down in his career, Tyner boasted an impressive chin.
Tyner intentando castigar al mexicano en este segundo episodio. Buena derecha del Canelo, no alcanzó a castigar.
And a bulletproof body.
no alcanzó a castigar con plenitud, pero ahora sí mete una...
The American showed no fear walking forward like a bull to the slaughter.
Pero disparando golpes con buena técnica en la ejecución hacia el frente, cierra la guardia el norteamericano, pero ahí lo recibe con la combinación de 1-2 y trata de contragolpear, sigue ahí con una derecha larga y repite con la izquierda que el cabeza del norteamericano que va para adelante. El Canelo cierra la guardia y prepara la ofensiva, counteando, recibiendo, esperando y buscando así.
By round 3, Canelo, in true Mexican spirit, welcomed the heat, sitting in the pocket and countering fiercely.
Decía Leonardo Tainer durante la conferencia, es mi tiempo, yo estoy maduro. El Canelo también seguro, absolutamente seguro de lo suyo, dice no, la pelea es mía. Bien, la mano derecha, después a la izquierda y remata con la propia derecha. El upper con la mano a Leonardo Tainer. Le hace rápido el Canelo.
A dos manos sin quedarse parado en el mismo lugar, darle la vuelta para Leonardo Tainer.
Buscando la zona hepática, preciosa. Y generar la oportunidad.
Canelo was unleashing pain on the pain server.
Bien, la guardia de Tainer, pero provoca, lo dice la gente en la izquierda, como pistón amaga con la derecha, no la suelta.
But Tainer was not a plastic fighter. He could pummel through.
Izquierda y derecha, pero
the American scored a knockout in his last 2 fights and wanted to do the same to Canelo, missing with a big right.
Zona hepática que tiene el Canelo. Vean nada más la posición que tiene la mano derecha, extraordinaria. Muy bien el Canelo para sacar un gancho. Se va a dejar llegar. Menor estatura y está entrando, adelantando la cabeza. Y lo mejor.
Once Canelo mastered Tainer's range and timing, the demolition truly began.
Sin caer en la desesperación, disparando sin desesperarse con su misma estrategia, sin dejarle la iniciativa al moreno estadounidense.
Efectivamente, su momento lo tuvo Rubén el Púas Olivares, 4 veces campeón del...
But Tainer was a psychopath who had no quit unless his lights was shut off.
Ahí aparece este que es Jesse Reyes y está la juventud y hoy por hoy, vaya forma de meter la mano. Fanáticos como Mendoza llegaron desde temprano. Aquí lo tienen ustedes, vean la diferencia. Campeón mundial de la categoría de los pesos ligeros. Ahí salió.
Por ahí conectó un fuerte upper de mano derecha por el medio de la guardia del Canelo y hay que estar pendiente manteniendo el jab y disparando los golpes.
Que está pendiente de las actuaciones del Canelo Álvarez. La posibilidad de tenerlo ocupado e impedir que pueda disparar golpes como ahora.
Tainer attacked viciously, putting the Mexican fans on the edge of their seats.
Disparar golpes como ahora, que parece que se sublima el norteamericano. Ahí falla con la izquierda y el Canelo conectó una buena derecha. Los dos se enfrascan en este cambio de golpes. Buen derechazo del Canelo a la punta de la barba y no le da espacio el norteamericano para perfilarlos. Y después de fintar de derecha, lo conectó con la zurda, pero se llevó un derechazo seco el Canelo Álvarez en esa distancia en donde es más peligroso el norte.
Halfway through, Canelo, calm and collected, was now leading the dance.
Canelo, Saúl Álvarez, y repite muy bien la combinación con ese gancho del norteamericano. Y la Visa Deportes a toda la República Mexicana con uno de los consentidos que mete aquí, Pática, y el remate de derecha de parte del referee Ricardo.
Efectivamente la condición física con su jab más largo de mano izquierda y sin desesperarse.
Entre la guardia del norteamericano, gancho a la cara del Canelo.
His first true test, the 19-year-old was dominating the war.
No más que eso y bien a la derecha Tainer. Es cansarse, es asumir de una manera. Pero después la izquierda por importante de aprendizaje en esta pelea. Va a aprender mucho el Canelo. Vuelve.
That night, Tainer knew he had met an even more insane warrior.
Y después busca la derecha. Camina hacia atrás y el Canelo no ha podido meter sus puños. Guarda derecha, después izquierda. Se quedan.
Gutiérrez, Alfredo, el molote. ¡Jota! Y hacia derecha. Estaba entrando este hombre que está abriendo la boca y que puede ser muy peligroso. Cuando tú abres la boca, señoras y señores, esto está locuaz. Cuando abres la boca, lo pueden fracturar. Que nada más regresando la bazuca humeante. Este Canelo, señoras y señores. Ricardo, es que este locuaz abre y siente.
El Canelo está dominando el pleito, pero debe mantener
mantenerse alerta por los contraataques de este que de repente sorpresivo sale con golpes en forma curva al rostro del sigue su camino sin precipitar.
By the championship rounds, the relentless blows from Alvarez were taking their toll, and Tyner slowed down and was forced to retreat more often. Still, he refused to give up throwing counters whenever he could, even as Canelo's sharp and precise punches kept finding their mark.
Mano derecha, de espaldas a las hojas, sale. Ahí con la derecha de gancho cortito. La derecha brutal. En medio de ambos puños. Y ver además esta maquinita de golpes para el orgullo de México.
Que generan las actitudes del norteamericano. Ahí aprovecha el jab de izquierda, manteniendo de esta contienda. Pues el punto fino del finito aquí en televisión.
El peso del cuerpo, el Canelo no debe desesperarse, seguir con esa mano izquierda sin desesperarse. Ha asimilado bien los golpes el Moreno, pero vaya que le está lloviendo.
Ahí está el Canelo tratando de atacar para terminar la pelea. Gancho izquierdo, remate con la derecha recta a la cara. El norteamericano responde valiente. Y
vámonos, qué bien metió la mano derecha y ahora apretando el ritmo de la contienda el Canelo, conectando con dos manos, la derecha arriba y después izquierda, remata con derecha y después vuelve a conectar mano izquierda de neta. Canelo, viene el upper de derecha, vuelve a monta la guardia, sube los brazos Tyner.
Un boxeador difícil, una chucha que hacen ver mal al mejor, pero estamos viendo bien plantado al Canelo Álvarez con todo el apoyo de
derecha. Ahora izquierda de los dos, mejor la de...
En el boxeo tendrá que aprender y esto es lo que está haciendo hoy, señores y señores. Canelo Álvarez es un hombre que tiene la vocación boxística, que ya te dispare en varias ocasiones.
Se aplica para pararse a correr, para acostarse temprano, para no...
Otro rubro pedagógico, este caso el Canelo que le mete en la mano derecha, que retrocede, presión ahí. Un cabezazo, hay que agradecerle.
Y aquí justamente lo vuelve a conectar con la zurda y con la derecha intenta rematar esta ofensiva el Canelo yendo hacia atrás. Ha resultado como un galimatías de Tyner.
Un rival muy incómodo este Leonardo Tyner, América en la división de los welters.
Está dominante el Canelo de derecha y remató con el Canelo. Ahí vuelve a perfilar. Tyner ataca, pero no hace daño, con que suelen deslucir a cualquier. Parece empecinado la pelea. Me acordé cuando
que Leonardo Tyner es uno de ellos, pero aquí conectando bien con velocidad, sin precipitarse en la distancia. Viene el Canelo Álvarez.
Ahí está otra vez el norteamericano que lo invita bajando la guardia.
Combinado, pero ha aprendido muchísimo el Canelo en esta contienda. Bien, mano derecha. Abre con la mano izquierda y después uno de derecha al Canelo que logra conectar. Bien, ahora tratando de... Aún así el Canelo bien abriendo con la derecha. Vuelve a reventar sobre el... Aguantándolo, suelta la izquierda y después en la salida mete la mano izquierda. Meterlo con demasiado poder. Bien, mano izquierda, derecha. Tiene que amarrar Tyner, se está desamarrando el guante. No sé si en cualquier momento tendrá que intervenir Jesse Reyes. Bien, la mano derecha, ahora rematando sobre...
Que repito, haciendo bien el boxeo, ofensivo y defensivo al mismo tiempo, cerrando fuerte.
Demuestra que tiene una gran resistencia.
Sí, gran.
After the bell, Tyner raised his arms victorious, as if he had emerged victorious. Meanwhile, Canelo calmly removed his gloves, fully aware he had secured a win on points. When the judges' scorecards were announced, all doubts finished. Alvarez had outpointed Tyner over 12 rounds, a unanimous decision in favor of Canelo. The margin was decisive, with the Mexican fighter winning every round. Canelo himself acknowledged Tyner's resilience and unorthodox approach, even raising Tyner's hand in a gesture of respect. Initially, Tyner pulled his hand away in irritation, but eventually nodded, his emotions easing. Although Tyner maintained that he had been robbed by the judges, a flicker of understanding crossed his face.
I know that this fight is going to be what Canelo camp won, what my camp won. Action, action, action.
On May 15th, Canelo Alvarez met up-and-coming's James Kirkland. He promised many fans a war with Canelo, stating it would get messy.
You wanted to fight with movement, you wanted to fight with aggression, you wanted to fight where both men may be bleeding, you wanted to fight where people would get battered and bruised. This is what you're going to get May 9th.
From the moment the bell rang, Kirkland kept his promise.
One team in his corner,
Chepo Reynoso, or a counterpuncher?
Well, he's a counterfighter, the guy who's going to be all over. But he can...
No jab, no measuring distance. It was just pure aggression.
Or he can counter.
Canelo on the defensive right now as Kirkland fires away.
He rushed Canelo with all the subtlety of a bar fight at 2 a.m., cornering him and throwing wild shots like he was trying to punch a hole through the Mexican's chest.
It's his guard up in the corner.
Canelo already ate a good right hand from Kirkland. It's one of the reasons he's in the corner right now.
Hard right hand by Canelo. Kirkland firing away. Lands a left, lands another left.
And for a brief moment, it actually looked like Kirkland might overwhelm him with sheer pressure and aggression.
Kirkland, and he's stuck in the corner. Gets to stay in a responsible boxing stance.
Oh, he got hurt bad again with it.
But Canelo Alvarez refused to panic, even as Kirkland came at him with relentless pressure and wild intensity.
The third big left hook, but he's right uppercut. Kirkland openers have been hurt in round one.
Canelo was quietly downloading data, analyzing every opening, like a machine calculating the perfect moment to strike.
Hard right hand by Canelo. Alvarez has a chance.
While Kirkland was throwing kitchen sinks, microwaves, and whatever else he could find.
Canelo with that good left hook.
Oh, he got hurt bad again with it.
Canelo was coolly slipping punches, rolling with the shots, and using every second to catch his breath and reset.
They're willing to take that.
Then, without warning, he fired back with a vengeance, launching crisp, calculated shots that turned the tide and reminded everyone exactly who was in control.
Something big. I've never seen Kirkland try to play rope-a-dope that tells you how hurt he must be.
Midway through the round, Canelo had clearly had enough. The patience faded, the calculations stopped, and the hunter in him finally emerged.
Well, Canelo taking his time and landing the big...
He pivoted off the ropes like a matador, avoiding a charging bull, and fired a straight right that landed flush on Kirkland's chin.
And landed the big shot knowing...
Right hand, down goes Kirkland.
Kirkland went down like someone had yanked the plug on a raging machine. His legs gave out, his body crumpled, and all that fire from earlier vanished in an instant.
Opportunity for a first round knockout by Canelo. Hey, stay there. Come here.
Somehow he got up, but you could see it in his legs that he was in deep trouble. And this was still just the beginning.
Down in round one, Kirkland has tasted again.
He was much safer when he was close. He can't outbox him, and he can't box.
Canelo didn't rush because he knew the damage was done. And now he was just stalking his prey, like a predator that smelled blood in the water.
Now, Canelo is throwing wicked body shots, wicked uppercuts, and Canelo has got...
He turned the ring into his personal laboratory and started experimenting with uppercuts, body shots, hooks, and straight rights.
He's staying right in the wrong distance to win the fight.
Hard left hook by Alvarez.
Guys, the reason we know...
Kirkland, to his credit, was still throwing, still pressuring. But the air of confidence he walked in with had been replaced with a hint of desperation.
The other time he didn't have her, he was knocked out in the first round, and he's in jeopardy.
By the end of the round, Canelo was spitting fire like a dragon. But right before Kirkland was put away, he was rescued by the bell.
That locks him in the corner. Huge right hand. Left hook to the body. Canelo working. John sorely looking.
Round 2 was pure chaos, and that's exactly how Kirkland likes it.
Reacting, very positive. Round 1, 36 of them were power connects, 10 to the body, just like that.
No strategy, no finesse, just a wild brawl where instincts take over and survival becomes the only game plan.
Look, knocks Kirkland into the ropes. Alvarez landing everything. Straight right, left to the body.
The two warriors went chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and exchanged bombs like there was no tomorrow.
Shots, tremendous shots.
And still trying.
Uppercut by Alvarez. He's hitting him with...
It looked like a scene straight out of a Rocky movie, minus the slow motion and dramatic music.
Mandingo Warrior,
and
Jim.
now the Mandingo Warrior survived that assault.
He is throwing punches and he's showing great resolve, but the punches don't...
This is what...
He caught Kirkland with another brutal right hand early in the round, buckling his knees again, and the two continued trading shots as the crowd chanted the Mexican's name.
This is Mexican style.
Throws some jabs, looking for a chance to land a left hand. And Canelo getting a little bit of a breather here.
What for?
Kirkland's power, which had left 28 men crumpled on the canvas before, wasn't doing the trick against this iron-chinned Mexican.
It's an all-out war in round 2. And these are big, powerful. You wonder if Canelo Alvarez is...
Canelo was walking through Kirkland's punches like they were nothing more than love taps, eating shots that would have dropped lesser men.
His shots, he wasn't just going haywire with them, so he is not punched out.
And it wasn't just that he was taking the shots. He was out-muscling Kirkland in the trenches and outsmarting him at every turn.
That was the right uppercut. Team Kirkland hoped to avoid. They're getting hit with everything. But that uppercut...
Kirkland kept charging forward, but it was like watching a wounded bull trying to score a desperate kill.
Up to the body, right uppercut. Another big rally by Alvarez.
And he is tired.
By the time round 3 rolled around, the writing was on the wall. Kirkland was fading fast, and everyone in the arena could sense it.
In the first round, only landed 16 of... Right uppercut is landing still for Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was now in complete control, operating like a hitman who'd found his target, but Kirkland wasn't done yet.
Worked with, and he's worked with a lot of NBA and NFL players.
Canelo wasn't just winning, he was styling on Kirkland, picking his shots with swagger, turning a brutal fight into a highlight reel performance.
Will and guts, and he has them all in abundance.
So far it's skill over will, and Kirkland has to change that.
Soon, an uppercut sliced through Kirkland like a lightning bolt, snapping his head back and sending shock waves through the crowd.
Body shots, those body shots will wear anybody down.
What a savage beast.
It launched like a missile from hell, exploding upward with such force that it lifted Kirkland clean off his feet.
And coming back.
And tell him because there he is.
Uppercut.
Down he went again.
Kirkland down, second knock, unbelievable fight.
That was that uppercut, Jim, right up under the left.
The crowd erupted, and Kirkland looked like he was trying to remember which galaxy he was in. But somehow the Mandingo warrior rose to his feet, heart still beating, pride still intact, because just seconds later, Canelo slammed the curtain down, delivering a final, thunderous right hand that turned out the lights and ended the show in spectacular fashion.
Knocked down, second knockdown.
He backed Kirkland towards the ropes, dipped slightly, and launched a monster right hand that landed with the force of a car crash.
Right uppercut continues to land. There's a perfect straight right hand.
With the overhand right. He knew that Kirkland was prone to getting knocked down, and if you can get knocked down.
In May of 2021, Canelo faced a cocky fighter who predicted he would knock out the Mexican in the 3rd round.
You love the beat? I love it. You love it. It's good.
Juicy bit.
Very good. You never been in a ring with someone like me with this heart. With this heart, you've not seen nobody with this heart.
Billed as Face the Fearless, Saunders, with a record of 30 wins and no loss, felt he could withstand Canelo's punches. From the start, the Brit acted like he could pull off an upset.
Left cross, just out of range. He's in the danger zone. Also in the United Kingdom, good morning.
And the kamikaze chose to taunt Canelo.
When he moves in, I said, can Saunders do that? I said, yes, but you have to do it.
Power punches. He seems to overwhelm Billy Jones.
But he invited trouble.
Canelo doubled up. These are heavy blows from Canelo. He's almost came flying out on BJ Saunders there.
As the rounds progressed, Saunders started to land.
He uses pivots, he uses angles, he's all nice to the punch.
This only made Canelo angry.
More than any opponent I've seen since been out of their offers. They're not as impactful.
Just a little bit, and Canelo.
In round 8, Canelo landed a brutal uppercut that caused multiple fractures to Billy's face.
68-66 Canelo.
If you see Canelo landing big shots like he's here,
and lays down opponent and makes him weary of this. Nice left.
After mocking numerous people for quitting, Saunders was in his corner, shaking his head to his corner, signaling that he wants no more of Canelo. It was the most attended boxing event at an indoor venue in US history.
Canelo acting like he's already knocked him out. It's over. They have stopped the fight.
Nearly 3 years since the fight took place, Saunders is yet to return to the ring. Speaking of taunting a fighter capable of ending your career with one shot, some months later, Caleb Plant attempted to hit Canelo during the face-offs, but with the speed of a praying mantis, Canelo avoided the shots to land a stunning two-piece. Canelo unleashed killer shots from the onset.
Looking to try to get out of danger, right to the body. We'll see if Canelo looks to tee off. And he's finding left hook to the body by Canelo, right on the side of the head. That was blocked by Canelo. He's parrying away shots. Big left hook by...
He didn't discriminate between the head and torso, swinging with full intention.
Trains under the guidance of Eddie Reynoso. But Canelo is undeterred. He is sitting down. Big shot. Jaw, and now Canelo's starting to... 5 seconds to go. Big left hook.
And Cinnamon gently tore through his opponent.
A jab by Canelo. Period in the 6th round. Big left hook by Canelo followed by...
He edged him close to the Shadow Realm for 10 rounds, and it was time to close the show.
All right to the body by...
Gauging the distance perfectly, Canelo swung a perfect left hook and a combo that made Plant bow to the king of boxing.
I think, without a doubt, big left hook. Plant might have gotten hurt. Right uppercut, down goes Plant.
Plant foolishly came back for more, but was nailed into the ground for eternity.
Down, and Canelo looking for the finish. Canelo looking to finish up Caleb Plant, and down goes Plant. And...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time.